Hello everybody, this is Chris's Homebrew Sports and Video Games. How is everybody tonight? I am doing well. Finally getting back to some recording after taking the weekend off and doing some other stuff and getting some administrative stuff done. So tonight we are going to be playing MLB The Show 20. It is Atlanta at St. Louis. And I forgot to print off a stat sheet. That's okay, I'll print one off when we take our break to let the camera charge up. So, yeah. That is what's going on. I need to give out my shout-outs before I forget about it. If you're in the need of Avon products, I have a friend, Katie. I will drop her information in the description. If you like to watch 8-Ball Pool, my friend Sir Danny Schizo does a live stream every night from 8 o'clock Eastern until whenever. And I will drop his information in the description as well. I will also include my information. If you like what you see, please hit like and subscribe. I'm also not above asking for donations to my PayPal. I'm cheap. I will be happy with 50 cents. So, get that started. Should have put them in. Cardinals. Braves. So we have Mike Soroka for the Braves versus Jack Flaherty for the Cardinals. Everything looks good.
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the Atlanta Braves and the St. Louis Cardinals. Should see some great battles out of these two next on the show. Jack Flaherty.
So how's everybody doing today? Let me tell you guys a little bit about my weekend. Saturday I did something I don't normally do, and I got up at 6 a.m. and took a road trip across the lower peninsula of Michigan. I collect counties as a hobby, and I took this opportunity. It was a fairly nice day on Saturday to go and finish collecting the counties that I needed to get in lower Michigan, and I managed to do that. It was a 16-hour day. And then Sunday I was going to record this game on Sunday, but I woke up Saturday and just wasn't mentally there to record this game, so I did some administrative stuff and uploaded a video. I was going to upload 2 videos. And then I goofed up and unplugged the external hard drive from the computer in the middle of the second video, so that one will go on the next batch tomorrow.
And a fastball is swung on and missed, and there is your first out of the contest.
I really liked it. He gave up nibbling out of his zone, trying to get him to chase. That wasn't working, so he just reached back and fired a good old country hardball fastball right by him. No better feeling in the world when you're a pitcher than throwing a fastball right by a guy.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. Albies just rakes left-handed pitching. There's no real way to dispute that. However, he's not nearly as proficient when facing pitching from the right side. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Swing and a miss at 1 in the dirt. Molina has it, and he makes the throw to first. Albies is retired, 2 down now. So next up will be Freddie Freeman. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss on a ball in his eyes. 1 strike.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
A ball and a strike now to the Braves first baseman. Two out, nobody on. Fouled away. Misses. It's to 2-2 now with 2 away here in the top of the first. Time for a look at the umpires working this one. Behind the plate is Daryl Parker.
Well, D-Row, Daryl Parker behind the dish, and you never really know what you're going to get from this guy.
Yeah, sometimes, and I'd hate to be mean and say he flips a coin back there because that's not the case. But as an offensive player, you have to find a consistent zone. You just can't.
The 2-2 one more time.
Know why I swung at that.
Hey, this guy's a hard guy to put away. He's fouling off some tough pitches. 2-2 count. He just seems to keep hanging right in there.
Now here's the pitch. And we'll have the first base runner of the ball game here as that misses, and it's a 2-out walk.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
In now, Marcell Ozuna, and we'll see if they can make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course. First pitch coming, here it is. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. 0-1, here's the pitch. Freeman is off at first with 2 away. Well behind that fastball, it's a swinging strike.
If the offense didn't already know, the man on the mound's got his A-game fastball working today.
And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike 3. Braves strand 1. And now the Cardinals get their first shot at it here. No score. Mike Soroka gets the ball for Atlanta in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Soroka has a chance to be a really good pitcher. You're talking about raw stuff. A big dude, too, with great leverage. Throws the ball on a downhill plane, upper to mid-90s fastball, good hard breaking ball. I see him as a really premier starting pitcher down the road. Another in the list of long guys that we see in the game right now. Power arms, all he's lacking is experience.
Digging in, Colton Wong. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And it's fouled away. Windup and the 0-1. Wong, born in the Aloha state of Hawaii. He was a first-round pick back in 2011.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name. The kids are buying his jerseys. Yeah, he's going to have to work that sinker down in the zone. That's his bread and butter pitch, and if he's going to leave that bell high, that's going to spell disaster.
Digging in now will be Matt Carpenter, as he'll take a look at ball one. Off, but in there for strike one. And this will be fouled away. A runner at first with no outs here. Hit down the third baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. The pitch, swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
That brings up Paul Goldschmidt, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and one gone. Comes back with a good changeup there, and it's quickly 0-2.
I get where he's going right there. Sinker, and then pull the string back a little bit with that nasty changeup. But if those fall in the same quadrant, look for someone to get on top and want to crush it.
The 0-2 once more. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder, Paul DeYoung, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. DeYoung in an 0-2 hole here.
Down 0-2, maybe simplify the game plan right here. Get on the heater, even though he has 5 weapons to go to.
Left side. Swanson brings it in. Over to Albies covering in second, and that'll do it. Cards leave 1, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Second inning set to go. Into the box, Travis d'Arnaud. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Pitch on the way. Hit down the line at first. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Swing and a miss on the slider. He's quickly behind 0-2. And smart to lay off there as the fastball misses. It's 1-2 now.
Boy, he sped him up in this at-bat. Now it's time for the changeup. This guy's got a good one, and he hasn't thrown it yet in this at-bat.
Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. The 1-2. This is hit high and deep out to left. Left fielder looking up, still ranging back. And that one is gone! Travis d'Arnaud with the solo home run. As the Braves get on the board first, it's 1-0.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Ender Inciarte will be the next to bat. Fouled off. No outs, nobody on. There's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone. Weighing inside with that one, a pretty easy take there.
Oh, the struggles continue, but that happens when you're not able to locate your secondary pitches, become a one-pitch pitcher. He needs to start getting those secondary pitches over really fast.
Lays off the changeup, and he's ahead in the count now, 3-1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with one strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work.
We knew coming into this game that this guy has a tendency to give up a lot of free passes, and history repeats itself as he's already given up 2 walks here. I'll tell you, effectively wild is a pretty tough thing to be.
At the plate, Johan Camargo. In his career against this pitcher, he's 1 for 3. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Clearly fooled there on the slider. Rounded to the right. And that is into right field, a base hit. And that
I didn't think that was going to be a hit.
There are 2 aboard now.
That ball had eyes.
One of the, I guess, the advantages of hitting with that hole between first and second base, D-Row. First baseman has to hold that runner on. That leaves that right side wide open.
Yeah, credit the batter right there. Nice piece of hit right there. Not trying to do too much. He took a look at the defense and saw where it was aligned and tried to beat him.
On the ground to second base, this could be 2. Taken in by Wong. The second for 1.
Runners at the corners with the pitcher coming up to bat with 1 out.
And he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
So 1 out here with runners at first and third. And Mike Soroka will bat next. Has a look, now the pitch. Bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. Throw to first in time, but the safety squeeze there gets him a run.
Mr. Flaherty gets an Soroka, not Soroka, Soroka, however you say his name, gets an RBI.
Of course, but not as much as the suicide squeeze. Good call from the dugout on that one.
And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now. Runner in scoring position with Sukan. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball one. A bouncer up the middle. And that'll get through into center field for a base hit. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
You know, that's sort of a tough one since it's only the second inning, but I think it's about knowing your pitcher and how they respond. He's had some struggles here, so I think he's just reminding him to let those go and focus on the next batter.
So up steps Ozzie Albies as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Albies with a 1-1 count now. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game. Now, the problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
And this one's in the dirt. And he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Now a move over to first. And he has to dive, but he's back in easily. 3 runs already home here. And they try to hold up in time, but to no avail as he went around, and the inning is over. So 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a man left. On now to the bottom of the second. It's the Braves 3 and the Cardinals nothing. Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball one.
Love the early lead, but this game is far from over. Got to stay on top of what you're trying to do out there and execute pitches.
A ball and a strike. Liner toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. He's around first, heading for 2. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
When you drive the ball into the gap like that, nothing but good things can happen. Neither one of the outfielders had the wheels to catch up to it, and he glides easily into second for a double. Now we'll see if the guys behind him can get him in.
Now at the plate, Dexter Fowler, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. First offering on its way. Hit sharply on the ground. And it's a productive first out as that runner's able to advance 90 feet up to third here.
All right, the Atlanta Braves attack you on defense this way. And let's focus our attention on catcher Travis d'Arnaud. He's going to have to step up today and have a big game for these guys. Not known necessarily for his defensive acumen, more of a big pop guy on the offensive side. He has got to control this game.
Into the box now, Tommy Edman. So go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. count, and the pitch. Hit to short. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Good manufactured run right there. Lead off double, move him over with the ground ball, and just put the ball in play and let him come home. Make scoring runs look easier than it actually is.
And that'll bring up the former top prospect, Harrison Bader. He'll try and start things over now with the bases empty and 2 away following the RBI ground ball. No contact on the sinker there, and he's behind 0-1.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. Sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh my goodness. Don't touch that dial, or the remote for that matter. More on the show right after this. With Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian with you as Freddie Freeman settles in to start out the inning. Pitch coming, here it is. And this is taken outside for ball 1. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. He's got it. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
And that'll bring in Marcell Ozuna. First pitch on its way. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
You have to understand, as the hitter right here, pitcher on the mound wants a quick inning. Anything over the heart of the plate, probably got to pull the trigger on.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
Made him look silly with that one.
Breaking ball swung on in the dirt. Molina gathers. Makes the throw to first. 2 down. Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first appearance in this one. The pitch. 1-0. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Third inning here. 3-1 our score. Had nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. Now the pitch. Swung on and missed, and it's even at 2-2. And he fouls this one off. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Count still full, 3-2. Payoff pitch one more time. swung on in the dirt for the third strike. And that ends the inning. So after the 3 spot last time around, he's able to bounce back and hang a 0 here. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Braves 3 and the Cardinals 1. Striding in, Jack Flaherty, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Here's the first pitch to him. The windup and the 0-1.
What a nasty pitch right there. Batter thought it was going to hit him, and it ends up breaking into the zone for a strike.
Cardinals pitcher up there with a 1-2 count. Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second, with a punch out, 1 away. So 1 gone here in the St. Louis third, and that'll bring up Colton Wong. First pitch on its way. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Look out, hot shot to third, and there are 2 away. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the sweet swinging Matt Carpenter. Ready with the first pitch, here it comes.
Yep, that ball went out.
Hey, with 2 outs in the number 2 hole, you're just trying to get on. You got the big boys coming up behind you.
A ball and a strike.
Great job by the pitcher right there, changing eye levels. We all know he's a sinker ball pitcher, but if he could throw some 4-seamers up in the zone like that, it could work for him.
Balls and a strike to Matt Carpenter.
Hey, I hope that call doesn't throw him off his game right here. He's been pitching one heck of a game, and I'd hate to see the umpire getting in his head right now.
Slider misses, and he's in danger of losing him here. 3-1.
Call didn't go his way on 2-1, but it's important here on 3-1 to still make a quality pitch. You have to have the mindset that you're still the one in the driver's seat.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Now a little dribbler here off to the right side of the mound. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Cardinals. Score holds, it's 3-1. Welcome back to Busch Stadium as we send it down to Heidi.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the Braves' offense with their manager, Brian Snitker, during the commercial break. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've been able to push across 3 runs to this point, but they've also made the opposition work extremely hard. He's thrown a lot of pitches, and they think they're going to have a good opportunity to push across a lot more runs as he tires or as they get into that bullpen.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Into the box now, Ender Inciarte. No official at-bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Now here it comes. And here's a foul tip into the catcher's glove. Moves it to 0-2 now.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk. Coming right after him here.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
Not a real good pitch there, 0-2. Probably not what he was trying to do with that fastball. He was trying to miss probably up and away, and he threw that one down into the dirt on an 0-2 pitch. Very rarely are you going to get hitters to chase an 0-2 fastball that's down in the dirt.
Got him to go down swinging there. Ender Inciarte becomes the first out of the inning. So here's Johan Camargo. As he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. 1 for 1 after a single this first time up. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Grounded back up the middle. Throw in time at first for route number 2. And so after getting the ground ball with the fastball on that last pitch, that'll segue perfectly to our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And these two guys have both displayed their power arms so far with top speeds at 94 and 97 respectively. And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. Reached by way of a fielder's choice his first time around. The pitch. The windup and the 0-1. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. The outside, it's 1-2. Pitch on the way. Taken off the outside as the breaking ball couldn't catch the corner. Holds this one in the air out to left. Left fielder is on the move. He gets there to make the catch.
Thought that might be out of here for a second.
Down in order go the Braves. And it's still 3-1. Leading off the inning, Paul Goldschmidt, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Low for ball 1. Line towards center field. But this is unfortunately right at him in center field as he takes it in for the first out.
Well, this one was squared up pretty good, but just like pitchers give up hits on well-executed pitches, batters make outs on balls they couldn't have hit much better.
Now with the plate, Paul DeYoung. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now the 1-0. Now here's a comeback
Nice.
back to the mound. And they'll just flip this on to first for the second out of the inning. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Yadier Molina, he'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
Man, this guy has retired a whole slew right now. I think what he needs to do is just stay focused and keep attacking the game plan like he has up to this point, because everything he's done has worked.
Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
Wow, that's what a veteran hitter will do, right? Takes two really good pitches, both just missing the strike zone, and puts himself into a good 2-0 hitter's count.
2 balls and a strike to Molina. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Hit out towards second. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Got another double.
Time, and he's in there with a double.
He's been making it look real easy out there. 2 at-bats, 2 doubles. They might want to think about pitching around him the next time he steps in, because he looks locked in for this one.
Here's Dexter Fowler now. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Now the 1-0. Line drive to center field. That's in there. Base hit. Molina isn't stopping. Here he comes to the plate. And he's safe at the plate, as it's now a 1-run ball game.
What a frustrating inning from a pitcher standpoint, Leroy. You get the first 2 out of the inning, the next guy doubles, and then you give up a 2-out base hit to drive in a run.
Yeah, and you want to talk about on the complete flip side, firing up an offense. You see your 2 boys go down, 2 quick outs. You mix in a gapper right there. Double finds himself on second base, and he's able to come through. Next guy's able to come through with a big 2-out now.
In there, strike 1.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
And he'll fight this one fouled off to the left as the count goes to 0-2. Fowler, the runner at first with 2 gone. And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired.
Alright, I gotta pause this for a minute and stop this, because I gotta take a break. Alright, sorry about that. I had to take a break, and while I was taking the break, I printed off my sheet, my score sheet, so we will continue on.
2 hits here in the inning lead to a run for the Redbirds. We played 4 full. Atlanta leads it 3-2. Now in the box, Mike Soroka. He did his job and laid down a successful sac bunt in his first appearance.
And not easy to do in today's game. High velocity, exploding, breaking stuff. He executed that sac bunt perfectly.
Hit out towards second. And that is through into center. A base hit, and the opposing pitcher
Getting a hit.
Hey, this is perfect storm right here. This is how big innings start. You put a crooked number up on the board when the pitcher leads off an inning with a huge shot.
Ready for another shot now. Ronald Acuna. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Yanked on the ground down the line, but a foul ball, 1-1.
He got the fastball where he wanted and just pulled off with it.
The 1-1 home is looked at off the plate for a ball. He sends it out to left field. Well hit. Pittman is on the warning track as he hauls it in for a loud out number 1.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Stepping in for the Braves, Ozzie Albies has gone down on strikes twice already in this one. And Dan, when you know you have a chance to hand someone a hat trick for the game, is there any extra motivation to punch him out again?
Hey, there's no doubt about that, man. When you have a good hitter like this and you punched him out twice already, you just want to continue to go out there and make good pitches and see if you can dominate him for a third time.
And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now.
A couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at-bat, trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
The 2-1 home. Oh, and it's tailor-made to short. 6, 4, 3, but it's not in time, and the inning will continue. So that one wasn't quite hit sharply enough to turn 2.
Well, when you get a ground ball in a double play situation, you always want to turn it, but that was a tough hit to do it on. You don't want to rush and make a mistake and get no out, so that was a good job to at least get the runner going into second.
First pitch on its way. And that misses low and away, ball 1. Pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away.
Alright, so my low battery light came on. I'm going to go ahead and stop it here and let the camcorder charge up. And we will be back on the other side. Hello, we're back, everybody. Alright, camcorder's charged up. Let us continue this ball game.
Welcome back to the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cardinals to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And one thing he stressed to me is the need for them to have more competitive at-bats the rest of the game. He told me he can't recall many times where they've been able to get to a full count today. And while that's not always a necessity for success, they've clearly had their struggles today, especially when it comes to making things difficult on the opposing pitching.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Bottom of the inning now, so that'll bring in Harrison Bader. First time up, he went down looking.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Cardinals are going to get something going in the bullpen now as a left-hander has begun to get loose.
So that tells me that more than likely Jack Flaherty is not going to have an at-bat this inning, and that his day is done.
As a major league player. Strike to the St. Louis leadoff hitter.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch. But if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
Now the 2-1. hit on the ground to third. Goes in time, and that's out number one. Ronto Rivera move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning. They'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball one. Here it comes, 1-0. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Ozuna is under it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, second baseman, Dustin Law.
Here's the second baseman, Colton Wong. 1 for 2 with a base hit back in the first inning of play. And now pitch on the way.
Ball one.
First pitch is a sinker, too low, 1-0.
Kind of surprised not to see a fastball in the first pitch there. The guy's probably taking at least one pitch to give his pitcher a chance to sit down after he already made the second out.
The 1-0 home. Fifth inning of play here in a 3-2 ball game. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1. Swung on, but fouled off to the left. Grounder down the line at third. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The 2-2. Rounded down the third baseline. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. They're down 3-2. Genesis Cabrera takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 92, Genesis Cabrera.
Standing in, Marcell Ozuna will try to get things started for the Braves in their half of the 6th. Here comes the first pitch. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Cardinals get the bullpen started here as a right-hander's up and warming. Hot shot to third. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Well, I think he got away with one right there. It was a fastball right down the middle, and he hit it hard, but he couldn't elevate it at all. Would have been a different story if he did.
Travis d'Arnaud will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the second inning. We flash you back and take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. This is line to left. Edman is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
The center fielder, number 11, Ender Inciarte.
Here's Ender Inciarte, 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. Here's the pitch. And that's by him. It's 0-1. 3-2s are scored here in inning number 6. Into center field, line drive base hit. So we'll go at least one at-bat deeper into the top of the 6th after that 2-out success.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Kept his shoulders square, his hands inside the baseball, and was able to fight off a good, nice executed pitch for a knock.
And the next in is Johan Camargo. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Swinging the ball hit high in the air, deep down the left field line. This has plenty of carry. Gone! So a 2-run homer down the line in left, and just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game.
Well, he thought he was just about out of this inning. Then the ball leaves the bat, and he's thinking, please go foul. But no such luck. Right off the foul pole for a 2-run homer. Sometimes this sport just isn't fair.
Dansby Swanson lining up to hit. He'll take a look at the pitch too low. It's ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The 1-0 home. Grounded weakly down the line toward third. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. But 2 in the inning for Atlanta, both coming on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 6th is straight ahead. It's now 5-2 Atlanta. Here's Matt Carpenter, and at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. A bouncer to the left side, and there's his first base hit in this one. So the inning's underway with the Cardinals getting their leadoff hitter on base. Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. No hits to this point.
Yeah.
Pitcher wants to have a quick inning right here. Capitalize on the momentum
I do.
the batters have.
Carpenter aboard here at first with nobody out.
Thank you.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
All you want is the leadoff man to get on to start a big inning, maybe get a big rally going to claw your way back into this ball game.
And now a called strike that time as the zone expands a bit here. It's 2-1 now.
The problem for the batter now is he's gotten so inside conscious after those first two pitches, anything on the outer half of the plate's going to look a foot outside.
3-1.
If I'm in the box right now, I'm coming unglued. He is going to throw something over the heart of the plate.
5-2 is our score here in inning number 6. And the count will be full. Now the 3-2 pitch. Lined hard toward right center. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. Carpenter rounds the corner and is headed home. He scores as it's now a 2-run game.
Well, this is a lesson for all those pitchers out there. When you allow the leadoff man on base, it always comes back upon you. With no outs, I thought they might hold the runner at third, but they send him anyway, and the run scores.
Paul DeYoung digs in next, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
Hey, with first base open, pitcher's definitely going to nibble and try and see if the hitter expands the zone.
0-2 delivery. Lifted down the line in left. And no one will get this one. The 0-2 once more. Swung on and missed, and boy, they took care of a key man there. One away.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Yadi Molina digging in now. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. 0-1, here it comes. Both teams with 6 hits so far. This is foul right side. Put in play to the right side of the infield. Albies picks it up, and the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play. Next to bat for St. Louis, Dexter Fowler. It was an RBI single for him in his last plate appearance. First pitch of the at-bat. The 0-1. On the ground near home. And he'll be tagged out heading toward the plate, and with that, the inning is over. Cards get 1 in the inning on the RBI double. The 9 1 and 2 hitters due up to start the 7th. It's the Braves 5 and the Cardinals 3. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Mike Soroka, and he'll get us started in what's officially the back third of this one. Nick Markakis is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number 7.
Number 22 is
Hit hard to the right side. Foul. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. Swing and a liner. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
Boy, it's so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Road. He fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Stepping in now, Ronald Acuna. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. A ball and a strike now to the Atlanta leadoff man. Markakis on at first, nobody out. Hit pretty well out toward right center field. Center fielder giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
up next to it, right? The second baseman.
Stepping up now, Ozzie Albies, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Here comes the first pitch. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. Oh, and he had him guessing there, and it's a ball and a strike.
Good thing he didn't make contact with that pitch. Only thing he could do is probably hit that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
He swings at the fastball here and lifts it into the air to shallow center. And a long run, but he gets there, and that's good range in the outfield as there are 2 gone.
Up next for it, right? The first baseman, Freddie.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and that brings in Freddie Freeman. From the stretch, here's the pitch. 5 runs, 7 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. This is to right field and deep off the bat of Freeman. Fowler looking up. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. A 2-run blast off the bat of Freddie Freeman, as it is now 7-3.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Number 62 is on, and he'll take over on the mound in relief. Here's Marcelo Zuna. So go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2.
Wow, great pitch right there, right? Changing speeds. How about that straight changeup? How about that swing? Howdy, if you're waving at me.
Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here, 1-2. Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. And another foul ball. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. 2 in the inning for Atlanta, both coming on this 2-run home run. Get up and stretch. It's the Braves 7 and the Cardinals 3. Darren O'Day gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7. Last half of the 7th here, so striding forward now, Tommy Edman. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip.
Yeah, Matty, and he was locked up by a good fastball for strike 3 last time. I'm interested.
Oh, he has some trouble with it. And there's one down now.
Now back, center fielder, Harrison Bader.
Stepping into the box, Harrison Bader, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. And he lays off for ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. 1-2.
I got to count 1 and 2.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. And the slider gets him swinging, 2 gone.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Lane Thomas will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. And he'll start him with a slider that's taken down and away for ball 1. It's swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. And this is going to find some real estate out there as he comes through off the bench with extra bases. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. Down in order go the Cardinals. Deficit holds at 4. It's 7-3. Ryan Helsley has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 56, Roger.
Into the box Travis d'Arnaud. As he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner, it's 0-1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Travis d'Arnaud with an even 2-2 count now.
He started this guy backwards, a couple of off-speed pitches early, followed by back-to-back heaters. He can go either way he wants to go right now.
And this is pulled foul as he was way out in front there. Ready with another 2-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. On the move is Fowler. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Now that is number 2.
One away for the Braves here in inning number 8. And that'll bring up Ender Inciarte. First pitch of the at-bat. This one's flared toward left center. DeYoung ranging into the outfield. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
Johan Camargo will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball catches the black there for a called strike. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. Helsley, a 25-year-old, he was a 5th-round pick back in the 2015 MLB draft.
Hey, this middle round selection is still developing, but he's doing it at the big league level, and he has a lot of time to get his tool set ironed out.
Now a check swing here. Did he go around? No, says third base umpire Ricky Holiday. Ball 1. Down the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Now here's the pitch. A swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning is over. Braves are set down 1-2-3. They hang on to a 7-3 lead. Batting order turns over now and set to go Colton Wong. They'll get things started now in the bottom of inning number 8.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one. Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Fouled away. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Striding into the box, Matt Carpenter. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring.
I think he's forgotten about sometimes, Matt Carpenter. When we talk about best hitters in our sport, I think he's one of the more underrated offensive players.
No balls and a strike to count. 0-1, here it comes. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
The main job of a number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
To the plate now, Paul Goldschmidt, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. 0-1 count, and the pitch.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
Ready on 0-2. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. They're down 4. It's 7-3. Now to the plate, Dansby Swanson. They'll try and lead things off here in inning number 9. First pitch on its way. Popped up. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Oh, got him a swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2. Oh, a 2 pitch is a curveball that misses 1-2. Now here's the pitch. Takes something off there as this is swung on and missed, and there's 1 gone here in the 9th. Tyler Flowers will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here. Chopping at that one. It's 0-1. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Takes a pitch high and away for ball 1. A ball and 2 strikes to count to Tyler Flowers. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
At the plate, Ronald Acuna. As he's well in front of the curveball and comes up empty there for strike 1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Swing and a miss, and he needs a little discipline here. 0-2.
I'm interested to watch this next pitch right here. He got a swing on a high fastball. I wonder if he's going to pull the old Plesac and climb the ladder.
And he struck him out. So a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last at-bat if they want to get back in this thing. Down in order go the Braves. But they lead it by 4. It's 7-3. Take the ball now as the new pitcher.
Now pitching for Atlanta.
65 strikeouts to 5 walks. That's some video game numbers right there.
Now the Cardinals' number 4 hitter, Paul DeYoung. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, he's got to put that ball behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
And that misses ball 1. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball. It's 1-2. And now pitch on the way. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's 1 away.
I think he had his mind made up. He was swinging the bat and trying to protect before the ball even left the pitcher's hand. That pitch wasn't even close. He would have needed a flagpole to hit that one.
So now to the plate, Yadier Molina, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Oh, and 1 to count to Molina. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2. 1 out, nobody on. And it's fouled away. Here it comes, 0-2. That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Talk about frustrating as a pitcher. You make a great pitch like that, the guy just lays off of it. That barely missed the zone.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. Into the box now, Dexter Fowler. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Ready with the 0-1. Cardinals down to their final strike here. Fowler behind a ball and 2 strikes. And this is a strike 3 called, and a bit of a questionable ending there. As the
Yeah, that was a questionable
Anytime
pitch.
you can win a game, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about yourself. It's not easy going into that other team's ballpark and coming out with a win, but they did just that.
And this afternoon's game ends 7-3. The Atlanta Braves took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Mike Soroka is the winning pitcher of record. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Bass.
Alright, so the next game on the list will be Oklahoma City at Denver. And that is it for this game. So I will see you guys on the next video.